Hello, everyone. Uh, welcome to another episode of Nat20Hot, back to back. Could we be so blessed as to have two D&D nights in a row? We could, because here we all are. Look at all of them. Everyone's thrilled to be here. Um, and,
We actually are.
we actually are. If you are tuning in for the first time, we are a group of friends that like to play Dungeons and Dragons together. We're playing a homebrew campaign set in the universe of Yusan. We've been off the past two sessions, if you've been tuning in, with a one shot set in the same universe. But now we're all back together again. We are resuming our standard campaign, episode 47 of campaign 1, as our adventurers trek off into Yusan. I don't know where you are, but it's quite cold here today, so all I can hope for is good
Oh,
story,
it's
good
snowing like
vibes.
crazy outside right now.
Exactly, it's cold, so you want to curl up with a good story, good vibes, good people. We've got at least 2 out of 3 of those, depending on who you ask. So here we are. We also do good things because we are raising money for Extra Life,
Depends
and
who
if
you
you
ask.
peep the link in our chat, you can make contributions to a wonderful charity that supports children's hospitals around the country and in Canada. Um, and it goes towards funding critical and life-saving care for children in need. Now, with all that said, it's been a bit. So, after a
It looks like
calming,
more snow.
okay,
Sorry.
after a calming or arduous week, depending on who you ask, at the Temple of Isolde, all hell broke loose at the mountain monastery, where Dimia, a young rebel under the influence of the dreaded she, now confirmed to be named Seraphil, and a former champion of the gods, has started a mutiny in her name. She forced the party into the catacombs beneath the temple in the interest of opening the barrier between the material and the shadow planes, where Seraphil was imprisoned.
Mhm.
But the party prevailed. Not long after, however, Branwen received a visitor in her dream from the Lich King that once assailed this very spot, the Temple of Isolde. Now he's imprisoned in the Shadowfell himself by the bargain that Isolde made with her soul. He informs her that Isolde's companions, however, made a deal in blood. And so when their bloodline ends, so too would the magic that prevented the portal from opening once more. A bloodline that the party had just inched further along by the killing of Dimia, with Grigori, the high absol of the temple, being the last surviving descendant. The party made their way to the surface, disguising themselves as the now deceased Dimia. And it worked, until it didn't. And a mad dash to keep Grigori alive ensued, and so they did until they didn't. When Willem went to bid a fond farewell to priest Corlorn, the enigmatic old goat, who pushed him toward Dimia in the first place, unveiled himself as a traitor. Just as the party stepped through a teleportation circle to chase after Thariel and the little automaton accompanying him in the woods not far from Silverhaven. Disheartened, in disarray, and in the dark, about the fate that befell the temple upon their departure, the party now stands in the bustling Silverhaven Great Hall, the domed building abuzz with activity. And there you all are, as the hustle and bustle of the government hall passes you by as you stand a bit crestfallen from your misadventures at the temple.
Crestfallen?
Crestfallen.
Crestfallen, Chris?
One might even call us lacrimose.
You might, yeah, yes. At the temple, given your misadventures. And as far as you're concerned, though, the impact of anything that may have occurred after your departure has not been felt here. Government officials in regally dressed Ladrin pace around the courtyard beneath the domed building, the faint glow of the outside seeping in through the moon window at its peak. Yeah, the day is yours.
Man, the only thing worse than like facing the impending apocalypse is being in the government building. Probably go somewhere else.
There are a few people. Make a perception check.
I'm just staring at Willem.
Willem is making Tina Belcher noises. The like,
What?
and just
What did he just say? What did he just say?
What?
I look up and meet Branwen's eyes and go,
What? What was that?
he sort of puts his hands on his hair and just looks around and goes, Oh, fuck. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
I think things will be okay. As long we
What?
just gotta go, no, yeah. Let's go find Thariel and his robot. Because I think it'll be fine.
You being calm right now is freaking me out. I'm
Is
not gonna
he-
lie.
Is
I
he
know you're
bullsh-
always calm, but it's especially freaking me out right now.
I would like to see if Randy is bullshitting this aura of calm.
Make an insight check.
Insight, yeah.
And Randy, you can roll a deception or persuasion depending on what you're doing. Just read the number.
I got a 17.
I got an 18.
Oh,
Randy appears to be as cool as a cucumber.
A cucumber.
Cucumber.
This is freaking me out. What's Cena doing?
Cena is just kind of standing there, kind of frantically looking left and right and like up towards the sky with frequency.
so Cena, do you have any idea what happens now?
Why would I know? Why do you assume that I would know? I mean, you ask a perfectly good question, but I don't know. I never thought it would get this far, and I haven't done anything. This isn't my fault. It is kind of my fault.
What?
Did we do this?
No.
We
No.
did this, but I'm now with you. You all tried to stop this, and I tried to stop this, and now we let it happen.
We're trying to stop it.
Should we go
Brad-
back?
No, we should not go back.
I don't think that's a
But
good
if we can
Definitely
get back,
should go
can
back.
we get back?
I don't think we can get back.
Can we get back? Is the circle still circling?
So the way that it is kind of, you stepped out into like a room with multiple circles in it. You get the sense that this is kind of a lodestone where people arrive. But in order for a teleportation circle to work, you have to be aware of the other one on the other side, and you've cast a
Plus, we don't have
single-use one.
Yeah, we don't have a thing anymore. We don't have a thing anymore.
Yeah, it's a
Wait,
one-way
it's like a
ticket.
scroll, right? Yeah.
No, we cannot go back.
Even if
thing
we
we don't
went
need
back,
to.
what would we do? He's dead.
We don't know
Or
that.
dying.
We don't know that. Maybe they'll keep him alive until they have something
They're
to,
not gonna
get
keep
from
him
us.
alive.
But what if they have something to get from us? We don't know that he's dead.
If they had something they wanted from us, would we have been allowed to leave? I
Can't
appreciate
believe
your
none of us know a vampire. Fuck.
I appreciate your optimism, but I think Randy is right, and the only way forward is Thariel.
Can we go outside? Can we get out of this government building at least? Let's go outside, yeah?
I agree with Branwen.
Branwen.
Oh, fuck.
As you're pacing and kind of sorkening your way out of the domed building into the outer ring, a familiar booming voice accosts you, and the shadow looms over you. And for the first time, Willem and Dunk, as Randy had met this individual before, you see this just looming, muscular figure, hooves clopping against the marble stone of the pathway that makes up the outer ring, approach you all as a significantly muscular centaur approaches you. Surely, if you've returned, Branwen, then you bear news of the scheduled hunt. That's why you've returned, yes?
No, not at all.
But you were going to talk to him, and he has called for a hunt, the first since I've been relieved. It's been months.
Yeah?
Yes, I assumed it was your doing. Are you telling me that
No.
you didn't even do anything for me?
Do you know how difficult it is to talk to that guy?
You told me you would.
Yeah, I'm getting to it, but I have to get in with whatever else is happening in his court. And I've been doing that part.
Hmm.
And also, the world's probably gonna end. So that's kind of what I was worried about in the first place. I'm sorry.
Yes, that is what I would like to hear.
Yep.
Can
Yeah,
can I walk into this conversation?
he's like, you're all there.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, hey, we didn't have time.
Pardon? If you
We
are
didn't have
meant to be
time for your
speaking to me,
thing.
then you shall address me accordingly, Lord Erevan Ucral of the Summer Court, Lord Regent of Silverhaven.
Um, okay, we didn't have time. Maybe
Did-
we'll do it later. Maybe things are not good now. I mean, they're fine, but it's like not great. So, can we talk to you later?
I care not for whatever it is you discuss, Goliath. I care for the promises that were made to me by who I believed to be. I don't know what you call a person you're the patron of. Patrony? Patron?
Person receiving my patronage.
Yes, the person receiving my patronage.
Hey, didn't we actually meet Erevan? Because I'm pretty sure he came in when we resurrected
Oh yes, you
Branwen
have
before
met
we
him,
popped.
but you weren't
I
there.
don't
You
think
weren't
anyone
present for the
else
previous
talked to
conversation.
him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't just be patriarch.
Patriarch is father.
Yeah.
Patriarch?
I don't know.
Patriarch
Patronus.
is a made-up word. Also a made-up
You can
word.
make up a word. You could honestly make up a word.
Patroni.
It's your world.
As my
Patronus.
Patroni. My Patroni.
Wait, can I be the jabroni instead?
No, Patroni. You can be a jabroni for other reasons. He aims to appoint a new Lord of the Wild Hunt. This is my opportunity.
Okay, it's a
Uh,
big deal. I'm sorry, Branwen. Okay, I'm like, okay. It's a big deal for you. We're gonna go that way. We're gonna leave. Yeah? I look at Branwen.
Branwen does not know what to do in this situation. She's just like staring.
Well, I will be there. I aim to compete. As a lord, I am capable of joining the hunt, and if I emerge victorious, I will resume my rightful post as Lord of the Wild Hunt. And I would presume that someone who wishes to regain her own standing would have an interest in aiding me in that endeavor.
Yeah, yep. Yes.
Well, there are other competitors. I will need you by my side. It is meant to start in the Dreadwood in 2 weeks' time, on the night of the full moon.
Sorry, I'm writing things down.
Willem is just going to do a sort of quick head bow and be like, sure hope there is a Dreadwood in 2 weeks' time, and then he'll turn on heel and start walking out.
Branwen,
Yes.
I should hope that your friends do not take priority over your allegiances to your people.
There there's a lot going on right now that might take precedence.
Well, at least some of the Foxbriars have a perception of duty. And he will, like, kind of scoff and turn abreast and walk away.
Oh, that went so poorly. Okay. Can we go outside? Let's go outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all leave the government building behind, and the city of Silverhaven is yours to go where you please.
So, woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we, once we're in the woods, oh, I'm not British, I'm Southern. Do we, once we're in the woods, want to try calling that tavern that takes you where you need to go.
Honestly, I could use a
I
drink.
mean, yeah. If it takes us
What,
to
9
where we
a.m.?
need to go.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'd like to check on our pal too, whose name I forgot already.
It's not Wolbrin, because that's what I was thinking, but that's the
Fuck that guy. Fuck
hidden
that
gnome from
guy.
Baldur's Gate.
Fuck that
What was
guy.
his name?
Give me a second.
Malin.
That guy.
Valen.
Yeah, I'd like to check on our pal, make sure he's doing all right. All
Right.
right.
Is there anything we need to do in Silverhaven before we leave? Anybody you need to talk to?
I'd like to stop by the alchemy shop.
I mean, while he's
Well,
doing that, if he's doing something, I'll make a stop while he's doing that.
I learned how to make potions really good when we were at the monastery, so
Oh shit.
I can help you make some potions.
Yeah,
More.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say that Randy, you head off in the direction of the market quarter, where you're familiar with like a couple of shops to be, but not 100% certain if there is a alchemy shop present. Branwen, where are you headed?
I'm gonna go to my dad's.
Okay. You're just gonna go to the stage right.
Yeah, wherever my dad's bachelor pad was.
So you can go to stage right, the tavern where he's been performing, or you can go to his house, which you do know is also present.
Is
Based
it
on the time
morning?
of day, like midday, so you expect that he'll likely be at stage right.
Okay, yeah, I'll go there.
We'll start with Randy.
I'm
If you
also keeping an eye out for that little satyr, little turd man.
okay, um, is anyone going with Branwen, or are you all going with Randy and Branwen's going solo?
Oh, if we're just gonna be hanging out for a little bit, I'm gonna go to the the naughty club. What was that one? The Vesper?
The Vesper, yes.
The
Good, good.
naughty club.
So we're all splitting up. Willem, what are you doing?
Party split! Party split!
I am gonna go to the Vesper with Dunk.
You
At the
two.
restaurant.
Just like
Uh,
the first day in Silverhaven.
trying to capture lightning in a bottle. Um, okay, we'll start with Randy. As you
Where's
had
Cena going?
Cena's going with you.
Oh, okay.
Um, Cena will accompany you, and we will start with you as you head to the market square, where you find a handful of shops with labels, specifically the Twilight Trinkets, Glimmering Threads, Elaster's Emporium, as well as wrong note. It's loading.
Heading to the Twilight Emporium. Dee-doo-dee-doo-dee.
The Indigo Fairs, which does seem to have a cauldron on the sign, but doesn't explicitly say that it's an alchemy shop. It is, however, the first thing you spot that might actually be an alchemy shop.
Yeah, go in.
Okay. The door opens, and there is no bell or anything like that, but it is an overwhelming aroma inside. It feels incredibly calming, and it's very dim light. There are lanterns that hang from the ceiling that seem to be lit by the same bioluminescent mushrooms that you see throughout the city of Silverhaven. Um, and you hear a quiet voice from the back of the room. Welcome to the Indigo's Fair. Is there something that I can help procure for you?
Yeah, we're looking for potion ingredients.
Ah, you've come to the right place. The figure will come around from the corner, and they're very like slender Eladrin, with pale blue skin, and a single earring in their ear. Is there something in particular that you are hoping to brew?
Yeah, like as many potions of comprehend languages as possible. I really like to read, but I'm not willing to learn another language.
I see. Uh, fair bit of reading then. I believe we could put together the right amount of stock. Is that all you'll be looking for, or are you interested in
Uh,
more robust potions?
you guys have a potion of mind reading, perchance?
Ah, indeed we do. Anything else?
That'll do. Cena, do you want anything?
This is definitely your show. So whatever it
You
is
don't
you
want like
need.
a potion of giant strength or something?
No, that's not really my speed. But thanks.
That's fair. No, yeah, that'll do it.
Fair enough. I have but enough for you to make 3 potions of comprehension, and I'll kick in a potion of mind reading for you as well. Call it 85 gold.
85. I
That's
feel
a
like that's a steal.
steal.
That's a good deal. Uh, I, yeah, yeah, sounds good. We checking party bank of dunk. We have 85 gold. Like that's not like a lot to us, right?
I think it's
Well, we
worth it.
lost a lot of our gold.
Yeah, I
Pretty
know.
recently.
We got some in the crypt though, didn't we?
I think so. So what I have on my sheet is 158 gold.
I
Oh,
feel like canonically, we've each been carrying around at least 100 gold on
Yeah.
us since
Which I
the
know
incident
Randy
where none of us had
since,
any.
okay, yeah.
since
This
the
is my
incident
own 100
TM.
gold.
But you
Yeah.
did spend some of it in Misthold. I'll say that you could probably afford this, but you yourself will be tapped of money when you do this.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, sounds good. And I
Please do
fork over
return
the
to
rest of my gold.
the Indigo's Fair if there is anything that we might be of service to you.
Will do. And we leave.
All right. Dunk and Willem. You head off to the Vesper, which at this time of day, regardless of the hour, is already abuzz with activity. The woman with the sing-song voice greets you warmly as you enter. Oh, such a lovely to see you again! It's always good when we see our customers returning. Welcome to the Vesper. What is it that you seek this time?
I think we both just have a lot on our mind, and we'd like to forget about our troubles.
Oh. Wish to forget about the troubles. Well, a certain amount of libations would do you a good trick. Perhaps you visit the 6th floor this time.
Sixth floor.
Sixth floor.
Is that where Willem was, where he was prepositioned?
No, you have not been to the 6th floor yet.
I look at Dunk and I'm just like, 6th floor?
Sixth floor.
I give him Nux. 6th floor.
Right.
Sounds great.
Please, help yourself. She will gesture to the stairs.
Is this a thing where I like have to leave my pants at the door again, or is that
No, the 6th floor is a pants-on floor.
Pants for.
Um,
yeah?
all right.
It's on sixth floor.
You ascend the stairs, and as you do so, you pass all manner of peculiar scenes. As you pass through the 2nd and 3rd floor, where you had also visited in your previous trip to the Vesper, you see all manner of gods gods creatures in various states of clothing, including the same nude dryad that propositioned you previously, Willem, who immediately turns their back and walks away as you ascend the corner and proceed further up the stairs. But inevitably, you arrive on the sixth floor, which opens up into a very circular space. The walls are lined with all manner of bottles and vials and goblets filled with intricate colored liquids with particles that resemble how one might describe a bottle of fantasy Goldschlager.
Whoa!
Yeah. Um, and there's really like soft harp music that fills the air, the source unseen, as melody seems to like weave together and turn around every corner. Centered in the room is a bar crafted from an ancient gnarled tree that seems to still be alive. And the bartender is almost a puff of smoke that like masks their face and their body, but they seem to like almost filter in and out of the light. But they greet you. Greetings, travelers. You come to the sixth floor of the Vesper. Welcome. What is it you hope to join us with today?
Start with drinks, I guess.
Ah, anything in particular that you hope to accomplish while you're on the sixth floor?
Sorry, we're not from around here. What exactly goes on the sixth floor?
The sixth floor is a special place. We refer to it as a place where you can go to relieve yourself of troubles, forget the pain that ails you, and spend time detached from the world around you. If this intrigues you, please take a seat.
How much time do we have, Willem?
It was never specified, and I'll turn to the bartender and go, how lengthy are experiences typically on the sixth floor?
They can be as long as you want them to be. It is not the experience itself, but how you leave this place.
Um, s- yeah, screw it. Let's go,
Yeah,
Dunk, and
yeah.
I
Let's
will take a seat.
All right,
forget our shit.
as you should. We, there are many burdens that we must carry, but we mustn't do it forever. Please, enjoy. And she will slide two champagne flutes across the table. As you bend down and sniff them, you get the overwhelming aroma of elderflower that appears
Oh,
to make the kind of lavender pink concoction before you.
I think we're about to take drugs.
that's what it sounds like.
I've never done drugs before. Have you?
I think I did something with Randy earlier, a while ago. I don't remember what it was, but
No time like the prison, I suppose, and I will down the drink.
Okay. Dunk, do you as well?
I will sip it.
Okay. Willem, I'll
Try to be a
have you
little.
make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage, while Dunk, you can make a standard wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Don't forget, you get to add
Oh, I didn't get
2.
okay. Well, 6.
12.
Both of you feel compelled to speak your most tragic memory
Oh,
aloud.
Do you want to go first?
that's so fucked up.
Tragic memory.
Yeah, me and Bort were having fun here, and you made it scary.
When I was a young lad, I was uh resting on the front of a horse-drawn carriage and was run over by my friend.
That's pretty tragic. You might have heard this before, but horde of villagers in Conway's Ferry burned my house down and killed my parents, and then Hag swapped my body for my best friend. So, yeah, pretty sad. Sorry about, you know, your body though.
Didn't Dunk kill his brother or something? Didn't
Yeah,
he watch his brother die?
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the most traumatic experience, but it
The
Trauma
was on my
bartender,
affects
the
in
mind.
different
bartender
ways.
will chime in. He goes, "It is helpful to speak these things, lest they eat away at our innards. And now,
This episode sponsored by BetterHelp.
the second drink." And she will push a mug of golden amber liquid towards you.
I'll chug it again.
All right, Dunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. Yeah, I'm just gonna
All right,
down
both of
it.
you should make wisdom saving throws at disadvantage.
I got a 2 and a 1, so that would be a 6. No,
Oh
7.
my god, Nolan, give me back my dice. What the
I'm at
hell?
2 and a 20, so
Oh, Dunk, what
6.
did you roll? 6.
Yeah,
You all sit
no,
there in
20.
silence.
But
You sit there in silence as you kind of blink and feel a warmth descend down your throat. And the drink is quite good to the taste, but you also just kind of look around the room and you can't entirely recall what you were just talking about. The draught of Lethean waves. You speak your truth of the pain, and the pain is gone, never to be recalled.
Oh shit, that's kind of a fundamental
Wait.
cornerstone of
Holy
my
what?
deal.
Oh no!
What the fuck?
I'm writing this in I'm writing it down.
Do you feel better?
I don't even. Well, the end of the world is still happening, but I don't know what I just said. I feel kind of okay.
yeah,
And now a choice. Do you wish to stay this way? Or will you carry this baggage with you? Everyone gets a choice in how they feel.
What did you do exactly?
It is not what I have done. It is what you have done. You have spoken truth through your greatest pain, and you have forgotten it. You can choose to remember it, or you can choose to live knowing it has never happened.
I need to do some soul searching about this.
That is the power of the sixth floor.
do I get another drink?
If you choose to take your baggage with you. And I'll allow you two to think about that as we cut to Branwen, who walks through the
What
city
the hell am I
street,
supposed to do after that?
who walks through the city streets alone. As the hustle and bustle of citizen pass you by, keeping a keen eye for the annoying satyr. I'll say you can make a perception check with advantage, knowing that you're constantly keeping an eye open for them.
I know his weirdly hot little face.
That's right.
Oh shit, that was a natural 20.
Pacing through the streets, taking some back alleys along the way to keep off the main thoroughfare. You're quite accustomed to Silverhaven, having come here quite frequently with your dad as a child. You're able to avoid any indicator that he might be following you or around. And you expect that the suddenness of your arrival has precluded him from catching your trail. And you are able to arrive at the Stage Right Tavern, where at this point your father is not performing, and it's rather quiet. given the midday setting. There is a young yodeler who performs in the middle, a chorid who hums a lovely tune as the afternoon persists. And the bartender greets you with a knowing nod. He's, Dad's down below if you want to see him.
Yep, I go.
You make your way straight to the room where you had previously found your father, just over a week ago now at this point. Actually, more than a week ago at this point. And
It's been
1 week.
more than
And
1
you
week.
knock on the door. The door opens briefly. To you. Ah, B, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Good to see you, darling. And they'll kind of pull you
This
in for
isn't
a
like a
hug.
bad time or anything, is it?
No, it's never a bad time for you, darling.
Okay, big hug.
Everything all right?
Okay,
Wasn't expecting
okay.
you back here.
Everything's so messed up right now.
What do you mean?
We may have failed to stop the apocalypse from happening. So if you need like if it seems like the Shadowfell is somehow encroaching into this plane of existence,
A shadow.
can you promise me that you'll go to
Slow down, slow
the
down.
material plane?
Go to the material. Slow down, B. What are you talking about? You're telling me the Shadowfell? What? Go to the material plane? I've never been to the material plane. Who would I know there? What is
Oh, you know
Shadowfell?
my boy Elray.
I'm familiar with Ellery,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
but you'll ask.
Yeah, go
What?
find him.
What about your
You
sister?
guys would get along really well, actually.
I have no doubt.
Wait,
If they
what?
like
Sorry.
you, then if I have no doubt, if they like you, then I would like them. What about your sister?
Well, okay, I need to sort some shit out with her.
Is
Um,
something the matter?
Everything's bad.
Slow down. Talk to me. What do you mean?
And I'm just gonna info dump on him. Basically, what happened with hashtag she and also Erevan.
See, you find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place. You told your sister you were going to this place, weren't you?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
She said to meet me in Hylasera, right? Wait.
Yes.
I'm fact checking with Crit. Okay, cool.
Aye, well,
She's up to something, so I need to go there to make sure she
what do you
doesn't
mean?
get
What do you
herself
mean
killed
she's up to
somehow.
something?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Your sister's more capable than you think she is, Foxy.
With the sword.
But you gotta trust her. She doesn't tell me much, but she might be onto something. She's asking real questions.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What would you have us do?
Well, I need to go. There's so much shit we have to do. It's driving me insane. I have to go help Colette. I need to go help Erevan with his wild hunt thing. That's entirely his fault, honestly, at this point. Actually, no, it's still partly my fault. We need to go fix Dunk. We need to go find this little man. We need to go kill a bunch of hags.
He's going to place his hand on your shoulder, and just kind of as you're talking, and just like easy, slow down, Foxy. You're saying a lot of things you think you have to do. What do you need?
Branwen's gonna blue screen for a solid minute. Oh no, my dad's cool.
You got the weight of the world on your shoulders, dear. And I've no doubt that there are few people on this planet who could do more with that than you. But you don't have to do it all at once, and you don't have to do it alone. What is it that you need? What do you need to do first? You can't save the world
First?
in a day.
I don't even know anymore. I mean, if we're just gonna go by what's the most efficient, I think we have to find a little man.
Little
and
man.
go find a really scary sorcerer man.
Little man, scary sorcerer.
Who's Honestly, I think he might be fine.
The one who lives out in the tower. About
Wait,
half
do
a
you know
day's.
where the tower is?
Everyone knows where Draken Voss's tower
Oh
is.
shit, for real?
Yeah, that's about a day's walk outside of Silverhaven.
Do you know him? Do you
I've
know
never
him?
met him
That would make
personally.
things. Damn.
No, he's a bit of a recluse from what I heard. Real drama type.
Oh, for real?
Hmm.
Weird kid?
Well, wizards, right? Kind of feels like that's their shtick.
Yeah.
Foxy, you can't save the world in a day. You can't fix everything. You gotta stop blaming yourself for the stuff that happened and stop trying to fix it. Just go do it. Do what you do best. You gotta stop doubting yourself.
Okay.
Because
I
quite
don't even know what
frankly,
it is that I do best.
then go out in there and find it. Take the world by the short hairs and stop telling people and feeling sorry for yourself. You're more than you think
Oh
you are,
shit, man.
and you're not quite as bad as you think you are. You're my daughter, after all. And just know you got a team in your corner. That much is certain.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go leave for a while again. Can you promise me that if the Shadowfell comes into this plane and starts wreaking havoc, that you'll go to the material plane and find Elray?
I can certainly promise to try, but you got to give me a
Okay.
little bit more clarity. Shadow, so like when things get shadowed, there's a lot of shadows around here. It's a dark place. Is there something specific that I can look for?
So picture, you know how I was in the material plane?
Familiar, yeah.
And you know how this is a plane? Picture another one, but really bad.
Okay. There are lots of these things, all stacked on top of each other. You been to many of
Yeah,
them?
but this one's like really, really close and really, really bad.
All right, fair enough. We just don't know it.
I mean, now you know it.
I suppose you're right. Well, I trust you.
Okay.
Trust your sister, and
Okay.
keep in touch. Don't want to be seeing you pop in like this, all frantic every week or so.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna be here right at this moment, honestly.
You didn't fail. You just didn't succeed at the right time. There'll be other chances.
Okay. I give him another just really, really big hug and then
There,
leave
Foxy.
as suddenly as I came in.
It's my daughter. You kind of hear as you walk out. Willem and Dunk. How's it going?
Do I remember the way I felt when I came here?
You do. And I'll preface that you remember everything about your history, but you will forget the event and the pain of the event.
Okay.
So like, you're a hag spawn, you know about Gwen, you know about all those things, but you forget the pain and experience of your parents being killed.
Would I remember what happened to my parents?
You'll just know that they were dead, but you won't remember how they died.
I gotta say, man, I've had enough things mess with my noggin. I think I'm gonna have to go back on this one.
I
We are
am
all capable of
actually
our own
I
decisions.
respect your decision either way, though.
She will produce 2 drinks, these in small little shot glasses, and push one over to you. It's a brown liquor. Looks very plain and unadorned. She slides it over to you, Dunk. And she slides the other one in front of you, Willem. We're all capable of our own decisions. You get to decide how you feel, and what you remember, and what you carry with you.
Can I ask a question for clarity?
Sure.
Is Dunk's memory his brother or him getting hit by a carriage?
Your memory is whatever you speak. So if he
It
spoke
was
carriage, that is.
the carriage.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look between Dunk and look up at the bartender and go, well, I know the world is still ending and I'm still a little bit upset about that, so whatever I brought in here, probably wasn't worse than the end of the world, and I guess pain makes us who we are, so I will not drink it.
So drinking it makes us remember or makes us forget?
Drinking it makes you remember.
Oh, I take it. Salute.
You are also drinking it, Willem?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
weren't drinking
okay.
it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm drinking it. No, I
Oh.
wanna remember. Pain makes us
Okay.
pain is part of what makes us who and what we are.
This is a very astute observation, and you'll find that many people come to the 6th floor looking to forget. Many make the same choice as you. Many more make the same choice as you and do not speak their reality. And she's looking directly at you, Dunk.
Shit.
I wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you for coming to the Vesper.
You provide a valuable service here, just so you know.
It's very kind of you.
Also, the world is ending, so take care.
Yeah.
In the greater scheme of things, it always has been.
What is that?
Well, it's in the very immediate scheme of things. It's happening. You want to accompany me to the 2nd floor? Or do you have a
Me,
brief
the
suit?
bartender?
Yes.
No, thank you. I do not have the means of attending the 2nd floor.
I don't remember which floor is the one that is
It's that one.
Okay.
That's the one.
She drops the act. It's that one.
Nice. Well, if you get a break, you know where to find me.
Noted.
I will walk
As-
down the stairs.
As we're walking down the stairs, I'm like, so when she said she didn't have the means, do you think that means there's nothing there?
Wait. Oh,
Smooth like a river stone?
Oh my god. For Randy and Branwen,
probably just like
are you headed to the Vesper knowing that your companions are in there?
Knowing they're there, yeah.
Okay. I will say the you and Cena arrive well before Branwen, and are greeted by the sing-song voice. Welcome to the Vesper. What is it that you are looking for?
We're looking for my friends Willem and Dunk.
Ah, the ones seeking to forget. They went to the 6th floor.
Okay. Thank you. Go to the 6th floor.
You arrive at the 6th floor and are greeted by the same wooden tree-formed bar and a misty figure who stands behind it. Welcome, travelers. Those who come to seek to forget, join us here on the 6th floor. Do you wish to?
I wish to seek my friends Willem and Dunk.
Mm.
And Branwen, I don't know if she's here yet.
No, Branwen has not arrived. They went to the 2nd floor.
Okay.
I don't think you two should go there together. If I'm reading what I think I should be reading.
Why is that?
This is a fatherly relationship, yes?
It's
Cena looks at you for your answer.
not strictly speaking.
Well,
That made it sound really weird.
That's
enjoy
a
the
weirder
2nd floor.
response.
But that's what he says.
Enjoy the 2nd floor. And you two will arrive on the 2nd floor where everyone is in varying states of clothing. And Cena goes, I'm going to the 1st floor and will promptly leave you there.
Yeah. I go, yeah, that's fair. I didn't realize. Okay.
Are you going to go looking for Willem and Dunk? And Willem, are
Yeah.
you partaking?
Dunk, are you fucking?
I would like to go up to the if it's anybody that I recognize from the last time.
Not particularly, just given the hour of the day.
Yeah. Is there like a bar area, or is
Mhm.
it just home? Okay.
There is.
Yeah,
There's a bar that splits the room in half.
and I'll just be like loincloth, not quite like all the way.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just gonna ask. You remember that guy that was in here a while back that claimed he could live forever?
A portly-looking dwarf. Oh yeah, Archibald. He ended up dead in the streets last I heard.
I'm just gonna look at that guy straight in the face. I'm gonna say, well, I'll have you know that I outlived him. And if I outlived a man who could live forever, what else do you think I could outlast?
Are you trying to fuck the bartender?
It's just actually
yeah,
a random guy at the bar.
yeah, no, yeah, the random guy, yeah,
Um,
just the first person I see.
Let's
Good on you,
go.
mate, but it's not really that impressive that you outlived a murdered man. You're barking up
Willem
the
is
wrong tree.
was like, technically speaking, I think we all did. Do you have like a carrot juice?
The bartender, another Eladrin woman. Carrot juice, yes. I'm sure we could put something together for you. Anything else you'd like?
No.
Fair enough.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask how hot she is, but
But Randy, you can see your compatriots Willem and Dunk at the bar, chatting up various members of the uh, denizens of the Vesper. Branwen, you arrive at the Vesper just as Cena comes downstairs. And as you walk in and Cena comes down the stairs, the sing-song voice will go, "Ah, a new guest
Oh.
enters the Vesper."
Yeah. I I get it.
Are you saying you don't need my help?
he cut
I
out there, but
honestly
it's
didn't
probably
hear
for the
that last
best.
note. No, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that with me at all. I'm good.
Suit yourself.
I turned to Cena. What is going on? Why here?
I think the boys are trying to get laid. I don't know what Randy's doing, but I decided to come downstairs.
No, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
For real. What floor did they go to?
They went to the 6th floor first, where apparently you can forget things. I don't know what that means. And now they're on the 2nd floor. The naughty floor.
The naughty floor?
That's just what I'm calling it. I don't know.
All right.
There's a lot of nudity up there.
Whatever. Should we wait for them? Are
I
they
don't
gonna
know.
be a while?
I don't know. I didn't ask them.
All right. Um I honestly don't know what to do anymore.
How was your dad?
Oh, my dad's great, honestly. Good dad. I'm stressed. Uh
Do you want to talk about it?
oh god. No, I think you know most of it, honestly. Um how are you?
Trying.
Do you want to elaborate?
I feel like she might come for me, right? And she's gonna kind of pull you to the side, like away from the sing-songy bar maiden. Like if she's really back, one, I feel like I would know, right? I haven't felt a connection to her in weeks. So
But you haven't felt anything since we got here?
no. But part of
Okay.
me,
Well,
like, would I? And part
I
of me wonders,
I
like,
don't know.
if I did, what does that mean?
Would she hate you that much to come after you?
It's not about hate. It's about who she is.
What does that mean?
Look, I'm not saying you trust me, right?
Yeah.
More than anything?
Okay, well, that's a loaded question. But yes, I do trust you.
Sometimes I get it. Like, there's a reason that I listen to her. There's a reason that people listen to her. If everything that she says is true, and I didn't, I know Willem will say that I had a reason to doubt her. I know most people would say I had a reason to doubt her. But if everything that she said is true, then she's a right to be upset. She's a right to be angry. She's a right to want vengeance.
I mean, but
She's
at
been
the same time, cool motive's still murder. She could be fighting for the right thing, but doing it completely the wrong way.
I know. You're right. You're right. And I'm not saying that we should be seeking her out and parlay or whatever. She needs to be stopped, but I just need you to understand there's a reason she is the way she is.
Do you think she can be reasoned with?
No,
No?
no.
Oh, okay.
She's had hundreds of years to stew and suffer and plan. And she wanted it with every fiber of her being. That is where I know my power came from. It was her will through me, her will through Dimia. I don't know if we can do this.
Well,
But I know we have time.
how do you know that we have time?
When she talked about a conquest, vengeance, paying back her years of servitude. But in her banishment, she lost memories of things. I don't think she knows what she needs to do, only that she needs to do something. She didn't tell me a lot, obviously. It was more so about how I could help her and how she would help me. I wasn't privy to her master plan. But she talked about her service. And she talked about that she swore an oath to protect. And it was the gods that turned their back on that oath. And so now she means revenge against that. But I don't think she knows how to get back there. And sometimes I think, just based on what Randy has talked about, it's this tree. But I don't think she knows where it is. And she never said that, but I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I know what I'm saying doesn't make sense, but
No, it actually kind of does.
I don't know.
Okay, so we have time. We have time.
I think,
Okay, okay, okay.
and I hope.
Well, that's really reassuring because we have so much shit to do.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'll do whatever you think is best.
Oh, God. Well, that's a bad decision on your part.
I think you should stop being so hard on yourself.
Vetoed. Um. Once we get at least some of this to-do list done, then I can, do that, whatever. You sound like my dad right now.
All right, well,
That's
what's
a
first?
terrible thing to say.
Then where are we going?
I
Let's
think
go.
we gotta get her.
Let's go get the boys, and we'll do this thing, whatever it is we do.
I think we gotta get Dunk into fighting shape. But also, there's a bunch of things on the way that way, so it kind of works out.
Great.
But there's a problem if
Which
we're
is?
getting Dunk back into fighting shape, because we be going back to Draken Voss's.
So
Based on what Randy said, that's where Hansen is.
oh my god. Oh my, like she actually kind of screams. Oh my. That's your worst idea ever.
What?
I know I said we should do that whatever you said we should do, but if he sees me, he's no.
Then
No.
we'll beat the shit out of him
I'm
or
not going
something.
to
It'll
afford
be
him the
fun
chance.
and cathartic.
I'm not going to afford him the chance. I am going to kill him.
You know what? I can stand by this.
No. You're rein me in, please. I'm not that
Wait,
person anymore.
should I?
I'm not that person anymore.
I feel like it'd be a good experience for all of us.
No.
I'm not being helpful right now.
Fuck.
This is a Randy problem. This is a Randy situation. You need. We could beat him up a little bit.
Maybe just a little.
You could stab someone multiple times and they'll be fine. I know this.
Let's go get them. And we'll talk this out.
I don't want. Wait, but they're on the second floor. Do we want to do that?
I mean, we can just wait.
Shit. Okay, yeah, we'll just wait.
Randy.
Do they serve drinks on this floor?
There is a bar off to the left that you can go and get drinks from. Randy, you are on the second floor seeing Willem and Dunk chat up at the bar. What are you doing?
I will go to the bar and approach them, kind of interrupting their conversations.
Something I can get you,
Oh.
dear.
Yeah, no, I look around. I'm good.
I highly recommend the carrot juice.
Hey, we should go back down to the first floor and wait for Branwen.
Probably, yeah. I'm just
How-
can I finish? Well, Dunk, were you trying to get something done before we left, or
5 minutes in the pile.
5 minutes.
I'm good to go downstairs and wait for Duncan have his alone time.
Not exactly
Willem?
alone time.
Yeah. Willem's gonna offer Dunk Nux and say, "Beat it up, big guy."
Yeah.
Oh my god, Dunk is hot to go.
Dunk, is
5
there
minutes.
A great
any
song, by
one
the
in
way.
particular that you're looking for, or are you just looking for the first person that agrees?
Yeah, pretty much the nearest.
Okay. You find a 12 on a Nat20Hot scale. Dwarven woman who gives you a little as your companions leave. Come on over, sugar. And will pull you down the hall for an experience that is exactly what you're looking for and nothing more.
Roll for sex.
At one point, though, due to my just emotions being so out of whack, I am gonna rage.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were gonna call her mommy.
Oh no. Well, maybe, but
so I'll have you roll on the wild magic table and make a Constitution
oh, I
saving throw.
forgot about the wild magic table. Hold on. Well, it's probably not going to do much because that never does anything.
You
The
say
whole
that.
place blows up.
Let me see what it is. Okay, where's my tape? There it is.
I received 4 cents in dividends from my Roth
I gain a
IRA.
+1 to my AC. That's why I'm
Nice.
protected.
As you all are
terrible.
descending down the stairs, you hear from down the hall, "Oh, so tough."
Oh, oh, I hated that.
And what was your Constitution saving throw?
Let's see. 14.
Unfortunately, due to your rage, your hit point maximum drops by 1 point.
Oh, you fucked
Ah.
too hard.
You're now down by 8 total hit points from whatever your maximum is.
You ever fuck so good it decreases your ability to stay alive?
Your vitality.
It takes weeks
Um,
off your life.
Um, and after some time of you all kind of standing awkwardly on the first floor, Dunk returns, looking both delighted and weary at the same time.
That's how you should look.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
This is an actual
Oh,
conversation
yeah.
that's happening with Branwen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sleepy after, but
Yeah. I just turned to Branwen and I look between her and Sienna and go, I don't know. I would have thought you would have figured that one out by now.
Cena just
We're
goes,
both glaring.
I understand that we are going to Draken Voss, which Branwen here has reminded me is home to dear friend Hansen Dady. Do we have a plan for addressing that?
Besides
Um,
stabbing, which we've covered between the two of us.
I would like to believe that I am a different person who doesn't need to do that. But part of me very much yearns
She can
to,
have some as a little bit as a treat.
all right.
So-
So
helping or hurting.
here's the thing with Draken Voss and Hansen dating. When I left them, Hansen was kind of going to go into essentially what is slavery for Draken Voss. He's not doing well. I don't think we're gonna have to kill him. I think he's probably half the man he once was. I think killing it would be kind of like kicking a person while they're down. Like I don't
think
think
booing
we have
and
to worry.
laughing would actually be more satisfying.
I think if anything, you should prepare to see this guy in a bad state.
Fair enough.
Because Dragon Boss was cool to me, but he is not cool to his subjects.
Willem's just gonna sort of shrug and go, if Gillum pisses off Draken Voss, he probably shouldn't do it unless we're gonna have to kill Draken Voss anyway.
What's our plan for this guy? And I'll say that you're sorkening out of. Well, I'll ask. Are you sorkening out of town?
We're
think we're
always
sorting.
sorkening, Chris.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Not sure there is a plan. Miranda, you've been there before. Anything you wanna
I mean, the way that you've described him, which I think Brandy has described him to us,
As a
and
very
I'm not
cool
metagaming
dude.
too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems like a reasonable guy. We could just ask him what he knows about what's going on with Dunk.
Yeah, he's a really like he's willing to listen to you. He's just like I think he's just got a thing about respect is all. So as long as he like respects you and you respect him, he's usually a pretty level-headed kind of guy. I think he just didn't respect the robots that he had, and that's why he didn't pay him.
Uh,
wasn't your whole thing because you tried to take his stuff?
I did
Oh,
try to
I'm
do
talking
that.
Dunk, sorry.
Oh,
oh, that was a long time ago. I'm sure he's.
Wait, what do you
he'll do
mean?
that. Oh, the whole reason why he's like in my head is because I tried to steal his Soulsate. But
He's not the one making you all messed up.
history check, I kind of thought he was.
You can roll a history check.
I also thought he was.
I also thought that as well.
I also thought Dimia was
I'm also
making.
not a note keeper, so I could just be totally wrong.
Branwen canonically has a Pepe Sylvia board back in the material plane.
15 for history.
You recall while reading Draken's journals that you found alongside the Celesite in his cache on the material plane, that you did steal from him. It was on the mission that went bad with Borgin, and
Right.
his automatons and Draken himself attacked you all, and he caught you and pulled you or attempted to pull you through a portal back to the material plane, but you were able to kick away at the last second, and you were torn apart and put back together again, which is what imbued you with mild magic. He did not intentionally do this to you, but he took great
Oh,
intrigue in the effects it had upon you.
You also did steal from him.
You did steal from him.
Doesn't
Yeah,
seem like
so
a very
well,
respectful
that's
thing
before
to
I
do.
knew who he was.
yeah, I think if you just give back the Salazite, it'll be fine.
So
There.
Yeah.
you remember when the bag of holding got dropped? There's no more Celazite.
Yeah,
That's in
that was in the bag of holding.
that's in
Oh,
the astral plane.
okay. Then we'll just talk to him.
We're super charming. Everyone loves us. I'm saying that as a joke. I
I
realize
will.
how
I will say that we have
untrue
never
it is.
met a person who doesn't like Dunk.
That's true.
See, even Cena goes,
I think
"You
that might
are
be
not
true.
wrong."
Although that dwarf
Dunk
guy
is the best of us.
didn't seem to be too thrilled, but I guess that's understandable.
What?
It was a pretty weak line, so that's fair.
Inevitably, you all end up leaving Silverhaven behind, and you return to the very dense, looming forest with trees as tall as skyscrapers and the odd, expansive mushroom as tall as a house. Kind of a welcome respite after the abyss of the Shimmerpeak Mountains. The forest. Go ahead, Randy.
Um, there's no way that I would know the exact area that like I saw Thariel, right? I just know like this is the place or like in this
Exactly.
forest
Yeah,
somewhere.
this general forest is the roundabout area where you believe, just based on the familiarity of it.
Gotcha.
It is eerily quiet, and energy seemingly pulsing all around you as though the plants and trees themselves are talking to each other. Um, but you follow the main road out of the city, and walk along it for some time. And Branwen, you do recall that your father mentioned it being kind of a half day's walk toward,
Yeah,
the tower
I
just
relate that.
off the main road. And you do have a map, so you generally know how to get there.
We follow the map.
Don't
I'm
we
keeping
also have
my
a
eyes
coin that can
peeled.
summon a tavern that can take us exactly where we needed to go?
You do also have that,
We do.
but it is also not that far.
Okay.
So I'll,
We
I'll
can
leave it
walk.
to you, whatever you'd like to do.
Well, do we need to find Thariel first or Draken Voss?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Which
I-
was closest to us, Chris?
You know it's just in the general vicinity.
I'm
Like,
just
this
gonna.
is the forest.
We can just like go to Draken Voss, but just keep my eyes super peeled for anything
robots.
that seems Robotnik or
Robotnik.
Relian.
Not really. I'll have you all roll active perception checks then.
Oh, should I let Draken Voss know that we're coming?
He already knows he can see through Dunk's head.
I know, but do we want to give him an introduction message or something? That is a 13 for perception.
15.
Active perception check. 9.
Randy, what'd you roll?
Oh, 12.
That was
Okay.
tense.
It
That
was.
was.
Yeah, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary as you walk through the forest. And however, after a couple of hours, though still some ways away, since you're actively looking for it this time, as opposed to the first time you crossed through these woods, you do see a tower looming atop a hillside that rises up off to the left from the path that you currently walk upon. It's a very looming stone construct, and you can make it out from this distance because there's this massive telescope atop it that stares up and into the heavens. Yes, Branwen?
Does it look like Howl's Moving Castle?
I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember what it looks like. I feel really bad because I do like that movie, but I don't remember what it looks like.
You should rewatch it. It's so good. I love it.
I actually will. It's a pretty standard wizard's tower, but a big telescope up at the top. And even from this distance, you can see a lot of mechanical gears and like engines that seem to spin around on the side of the telescope.
It
It's
is
very
like
Howl's
Howl's
Moving Castle.
I'm just singing the little song in my head right now. It's great. Doot-dee, doot-dee, dee-dee, doot, doot, doot. Oh, it's so cute. Dunk, do you want me to send him a message before we get there?
I mean, you can just like talk to me.
Oh, he can?
I don't know if he's like actively watching 100% of the time, or if he just kind of
Yo,
like.
Draken Voss.
I'm gonna lightly tap on Dunk's skull and
Hi.
be like, Lord Voss, are you there? If you are, coming to say hi.
As
We
you
are
all
but a
are
bunch of
walking
idiots.
and talking very loudly, a figure leaps from the bushes.
What
Oh,
are you
fuck.
rolling? Stop it.
I
Stop
hope
it,
he's
Chris.
I hope he's one of my friends.
That tackles Willem to the ground.
Oh fuck!
Sword.
It
You know, is he
shouts,
grappled?
"Oh, gracious! A living, breathing thing! You're here to help me get back, right? Oh, bless you!" The figure is diminutive, no bigger than a dwarf, but lankier and completely made of metal. Its copper and brass components are positively rusted and worn, with frayed bits of metal poking out from everywhere. Some pieces even seem to be missing. Willem, as it kind of pins you to the ground, its telescopic eyes rotate and like zoom in and scan you up and down. It's like seemingly moving in all different directions, and then it continues to talk, despite having no mouth. The voice just seems to like emanate from the
It
metal
has no
man.
mouth, but it must scream.
Um, and it just kind of shouts at you. It goes, "Oh my goodness, it has been so long. I've been standing in these woods for, I don't even know, days, weeks, maybe hours. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And he starts to like dust you off and like stands up off of you and sticks out a little metal hand. "Ted, nice to meet you. And you
Sorry,
are,
did
I
you
want to say, Willie."
Sorry, did you say your name was Head?
"Ted.
Ted.
Transcription and exploration droid. Ted."
Yes. Nice to meet you, Willem.
"Willem! I thought that was right."
How do you know my name?
"Well, we've met before, haven't we? I've met lots of people, but I don't remember
Where
all of them.
Where did we meet?
I think we met at that conference 3 or 4 years ago, back in the spring court.
No.
Different
I've
Willie?
never. Maybe I've never been
You
here
just have a face
before.
that people remember. Well, but you're friends. I've been so rude. Oh my god." He turns to the rest of you. "Ted!" And he's going to shake a hand with each of you.
Do you know who they are?
"Can't say I've ever met him. Like I
Is this
said, must just
amazing?
be that face of yours."
You're an
I don't
unusual little
recognize this
guy.
guy, do I?
You do not, Randy, but you recognize him immediately as an automaton.
Alright.
Actually, no, you do recognize him. It is the figure from the scrying that you saw with Thalriel.
Oh fuck! Uh, uh, um. Hello, Ted.
"Greetings! What did you say your name was?"
I'm Randy.
Randy. Well, I gotta say, Brandy, it is so good to see you here in these woods. Because I'll be honest, I feel like I've been walking around for a while, and I'm not really quite sure where we are. Do you
Where
know?
did? Yes,
Where?
that way is Silverhaven, and that way is
Silverhaven.
Draken Voss's castle.
Draken Voss. Draken Voss. Nice guy. Scary guy. Draken and I, we go way back. Him and I are just like this. I can even put in a good word for you if you're willing to help me out.
I will help you out if you can help me out.
Brandy, I would do anything for an old friend. Tell me, whatever it is that you need, Ted here, happy to help you out. As long as you can tell me where I am, because I'll be honest, I don't really know.
Hey.
Who has the map?
Excuse me, Ted. You just said you didn't know any of them, but you called Randy an old friend.
Did I? I tend to forget these things. Have we met before, Brandy?
Yes.
See? So, old friends. Just like me and Draken Voss. Draken Voss and I, we go way back. One might even say that we are just like this. I can put in a good word for you if you're willing to help me out.
Hey, Chris, does this robot have short-term memory loss?
You can make an insight check if you'd like.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Yes, that's why I rolled a mighty 7.
As far as you know, this robot in front of you just seems completely insane.
What do you need help with, Ted?
Well, you see, I had this friend, good friend, very good friend. If Draken Voss and I are like this, one might even say that we're like this. And he dropped me off here in an almighty rush, said I'd be safer here, but truth be told, I'm not really quite sure where I am. But you people, you seem great. Are you looking for a fifth? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth? Because I am very available.
You caught us at the right time, Ted. We are looking everywhere for a sixth.
Really? Well, that's great news. I can be very helpful. I know how to write things down. I can do things for you, whatever it is you need. Anything for old chums like Brandy and Willie here. Big fan of Willie. Seems like a good guy, and I personally am thrilled to be here. Though again, not 100% sure where here is.
I
Can I
turned to my
insight check to see if this robot is secretly evil?
You can insight check to find out if he's being disingenuous.
Cool. Same thing, basically. That is a 19.
He seems to be completely stable from the perspective of he's not lying to you or leading you on. This is who he is.
Okay.
Sorry, who they are.
I turn to my compatriots and I go, this guy, I don't think he'll remember, so maybe not much of use to us, but this guy was with Thariel.
As you all are talking, you hear a little as Ted like ascends to get up to Randy's height, so that he can look over his shoulder and like the
Ascends
telescopic
on what?
eyes. His legs are telescopic, so they
Oh
just
my
like
God.
increase in size, and he like his eyes twitch and look around at you all, and is just like completely listening on the conversation. He goes, Thariel, 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 Thariel. Oh my God! Sure, my friend Thariel. Bit of a cult of personality, that one. Not unlike our pal Draken, who lives around here. You know, Draken Voss and I, we are pretty close. We go way. Yes, exactly like that. If we're if you're going to see him, I can put in a good word for you.
Is this robot malfunctioning? Can I make a medicine check on the robot?
You're not skilled in automatons to make a medicine check on them.
Uh,
You're like this is having this be the first one that you've ever met.
Most complicated machine I've ever seen is a sawmill.
Yeah, so you're
And
not really able to.
and that boat.
And that boat,
Oh,
which
Sorry,
you
yeah.
also
vessel.
weren't able to figure out.
This isn't something that I could cast mending on, is it?
You could certainly try.
um okay. It just mends rips or tears, so if that's the origin of why this robot's fucked up, that it'll fix it. I kind of put my hands on his head and I cast mending on anything that's in his head.
So as you place your hands upon his head, and the magic flows through you, Ted goes, "Oh, okay, we're doing something here. Got it." And you're just gonna kind of like squint as the magic flows through him, and nothing appears to happen. But given that you're now like clutching his head and looking right at it, you can see a chunk completely missing from the back of his head where exposed wiring can be seen.
Oh shit. Thariel took this.
Thariel,
Took his, yeah,
I
he took his
know Thariel. Bit of a cult of personality, that one.
that is what I saw in the vision, right? He
Yes.
just yeah. Yeah, this guy he has no brain.
No brain.
Oh.
No
Or at least a
brain.
chunk missing.
No brain.
Not
Oh,
all
yes.
of it.
Yes, things are a little bit screwy since I, well, lost my mind. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. What was your name again?
Oh boy.
Ted, we're gonna take you to see Draken Voss, and he's gonna give you a new brain.
Draken Voss. Draken Voss. Right, Draken Voss. Him and I, we go way back. Can't really put my finger on
Or we can leave him in the forest.
where he goes. No, don't leave me here. Oh my god, I've been walking around out here for months, days, maybe
Hours.
hours. But at the very least,
Pictures.
I would prefer to not be left alone. And you people, you seem so nice. And I feel like you might be looking for a fifth, or perhaps two, three, a sixth. And I can do so many things. I can transcribe. I can explore. Really anything you want me to do.
Can you transcribe how many languages do you know?
Well, I know many, many languages. One might say I know every language. Or at least I did. I can't really remember.
Crazy. Can
You
you
wanna read it?
transcribe a different language into just like common?
I would love to.
Cool.
I take out my book, my Etheric
Oh my god, thumbs
Compendium,
up.
and I kind of just like open it to a random page. I go, "Can you read this?"
His eyes like shoot out of his head, and they like literally, like an episode of SpongeBob where he just like scans
The map.
the map. That's exactly what it looks like, and it just like rotates all around. And he goes, "Mm, I don't know what any of those words mean." You see, he took my central processing memory unit. I don't remember who did it. Somebody did it. Pretty
Do you know
fundamental.
why he did it?
Why? Who did it?
Why whoever took your central processing memory unit did that?
Well, I don't know who took it, and I don't know why they would have taken it. Come to think of it, I don't know why I'm here.
You passed butter.
Oh God.
There we go. There, I got bored.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, Ted, just follow us and don't talk as much. You
Don't
can talk
talk as
later.
much. Talk later. Got it. Understood. Zip. Mum's the word. Keep it nice and on lock. You all walk for a few moments. So where are we going?
I like Ted.
We are going to Draken Voss's castle. Now, yes, I
Draken
know you and
Voss.
Draken Voss are like this. You can put in a good word for us, and
I can't say I've ever met the guy, but he seems like an interesting fellow from what I've seen from afar here. Assuming that's the tower at the end of the road, the big tower. Pretty sure he's not home. I knocked, but nobody came.
When?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
I'm gonna come.
I don't. I don't know. Maybe was it yesterday? It could have been this morning. How long have I been with you people?
It's been a few
Centuries.
minutes, but it feels like hours.
Well, I do get
Perhaps-
that. The time can just pass you by out here. Ah, truly wonderful it is to be alive. Or at least some semblance of it, if you understand my meaning. Why are you guys going to see this Draken fellow?
You know, he's gonna fix my head. Maybe he can fix your head too.
Oh God, wouldn't that be wonderful? You see, I've been waiting out here for so long, just hoping somebody would come along. Hoping and hoping and waiting. And then you nice people show up. Such a blessing.
I look at Branwen and I take a pre-rolled joint out of my backpack and I just start smoking it and I offer it to her.
Puff puff pass, baby. I pass it to Cena.
Who takes it and puff passes it back
Hell
to,
yeah,
to
let's
Randy.
go.
What you got there?
Uh,
It's for people with lungs.
yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Fair enough. Just got this old thing. And he knocks on a central, like, kind of glass vestibule, which is glowing, but you can clearly make out through the glow what you know is celestite within.
I sort of like lean over to Duncan. I'm like, looks pretty tasty, doesn't it?
I'm sorry. What was that? You got
Oh,
really.
I was just remarking about how tasty the Celazat looks, because I tried to get you to eat Celazat that one time.
Yeah.
So, long walk in the woods. You're going to see Draken Voss. Anything else I should be aware of my new friends? Of my new friends. Anything I should know about my new friends? Branwen, Brandy, Willie, and sorry, I didn't catch your name. Dink?
I didn't tell you my name at all.
That's exactly right. It's
Branwen, Brandy, Willie, and Dink. Got it. Oh, and you are Cena. Dina. Got it. Dina. Got it. Dina. All right. Yes. Anything I should know about you
I
all?
didn't tell him my name, right?
But he did hear other people call you that.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kind of sort of slide back in the procession next to Willem. I'm gonna see if I can quietly whisper. No, I think I know a way we can kill two birds with one stone here. Get him to shut up and have something to give to Draken.
I don't know if Randy would love that idea. Maybe we don't kill the little guy's best friend, or not. I don't know. What are you? Are do you, King?
Do you think Randy would be mad?
I mean, you could ask him. That's a way to know for sure, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Randy is he's a little bit of a wild card lately, so I wouldn't want to try making him angry.
Probably a good idea. Randy, you got a second?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm just
Yeah,
tolerating this robot.
yeah. What do you think about killing two birds with one stone here, and harvesting that celestite to give to Draken.
Well, Ted might know like a lot of things, though.
I mean, he did, but when Thalriel had before Thalriel took his brains.
He says he's missing like a central computing whatever. I think that's just like a kind of standard part. I think Draken Voss would have other ones. Like I think this dude's repairable.
Are you
So
all speaking quietly?
I am trying
Yeah.
to whisper.
Okay,
yes.
I'll have you roll a stealth check.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those actually. 15.
Me and Cena are playing MASH, but we're predicting Willem's future, and it's so bad.
I got a 16.
Okay, you can continue talking unabated.
Okay.
So I'd rather, I think, wait until we know that he can't be repaired, and then if we're in front of Draken Boss and he's really wanting like Celestite, I guess
I mean, I guess either way, we brought the robot to him, and he can decide what to do with it.
that's what I think. I think once we get there, all will be made clear. Things tend to be made clear while we're there. Well, I do not have the tolerance that I used to.
Well, then
It's because it's Feywild stuff.
Oh,
It's
shit,
a
it
little
is?
stronger. Yeah.
Okay.
well, then I'll
You're doing
take
great.
one little puff and be like, "All right, well then let's just walk as quickly as possible."
Yeah, we'll figure it out when
We're
we're there.
walking so slowly.
Did I?
Willem is walking ahead because nobody has offered him any drugs.
You're 16.
I'm 18.
Not to interrupt, dear masters, but I hear you talking about Thariel.
I'm always thinking about him.
And I know him. Him and I, good friends. You ever met
That's
him?
awesome.
How close are you? How close are you?
Oh,
On a
like
scale of like here
this.
to here,
Oh, like this. Easily.
I've met him, yeah.
Really?
I've talked to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him in person.
That would
You-
be awesome.
What for?
he just
I
seems
think
like
we'd be
cool guy.
friends.
Yeah, he knows a lot that we need to know.
Willem will
Knows things?
sort of pipe up and go, I heard he gives presents sometimes.
Presents. Knows things. Knows things. Knows things. Knows things? Knows things. Yes, he does know things. He said that people were getting too close. Too close. Too close. That people would get too close. And if they find out what's too close, they might find out about they might find out about they they might find out about. Oh my god, people! It is so good to see people here. I feel like I've been walking around for days. No, maybe hours. Sorry. Ted, transcription and exploration droid. And you are
I'm Randy. It's nice to meet you, Ted.
Getting real
Randy.
tired of this.
You feel like an old friend. I feel like you and I might get along just like this. And if you would have me, I'd gladly accompany you. Be your sixth.
I'm just gonna like keep responding as I've been responding because like Randy's just kind of finding it a little bit funny at this point.
You all continue to entertain Ted, and the tower inevitably gets closer into view, and the forest begins to thin. The stone tower rises ahead of you off of a rocky outcropping that kind of slopes up from the forest floor, affording the tower the space to kind of peek above even the tallest trees. It seems almost carved, where each brick is laid with expert precision. It rises up, narrowing near the top, save for a slightly off-color section that's been clearly added on after the fact. The stone landing kind of juts out suddenly, propped up by these sturdy wooden beams, attaching it to the outer facade of the tower. The expansion is what houses that mechanical telescope that you saw earlier. You kind of pause on the edge of the clearing and you see an intricate but looming metal door that you are familiar with, Randy, having seen it from the inside, which is like clearly like just layers upon layers of molded charcoal colored metal that kind of slopes together in the shape of like a lens almost, that is currently closed. And any of you can make perception checks to like kind of investigate the rest of the tower.
I'm rolling really bad tonight.
6.
11.
14.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Branwen, you spot, in addition to the giant door, a handful and cluster of vines that grow up the right side of the tower and up towards a gated, barred window. You think you might be able to climb them. You also feel, but can't see anything beyond this, a kind of vibration in the air. It's very subtle as you near the tower.
I would like
I
to talk
point
to.
out
No, go ahead.
I point out the vines to Cena, who is our infiltration expert, technically. What kind of vibe do I get from the vibes in the air?
Arcane,
Oh wow. Okay.
magical.
Um
It feels like a humming, like you're in a club with really loud music and you're standing by the which I know you do all the time, and you're standing by the speaker. Um, and that's mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
God damn.
Also, step goes out.
That's true.
do I can I just be like, Draken Voss, we're here to bargain?
You receive no response. You're about
Uh,
60 yards from the tower.
I'd like to turn to Dunk and be like, Dunk, how do you? I think you have dibs on how we want to approach this situation. Do you want to talk to this guy, or do you want? I mean, we have a rapport, so
There's
uh,
definitely no reason to be stealthy here. So I say we just kind of walk up and knock, and maybe I'll let you start the talking since you know him.
We haven't had a rest since we were in the monastery, right?
I'll say you've definitely taken a short rest
oh,
in your time.
Okay. Doesn't help me at all. Good to know.
I forgot that we fought in the morning.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, it is at this point late evening.
we could also take have a little camp out
But we could
sesh.
also camp inside.
Maybe we could
That's also a terrible idea. I'm saying that as well.
maybe Draken will be super chill and we could like sleep in beds.
Like crash on his couch or something. Yeah. Randy, you think you would just like let us chill there for a night?
he was about to let me chill there for a really, really long time.
Like a sinister way or a cool way?
More sinister, like.
Oh, I was about to go up and knock.
Yeah, we should camp out here if we're gonna rest.
I mean, not to be sort of anything, but if we're out here, can't he just sort of like get us if he really wanted to?
If you really
And
wanted
also,
to.
Yeah.
like, he has known where we are for forever. So
Yeah, I feel like if you wanted to
I'm
like
gonna Branwen, after having a good amount of a Feywild joint, is going to send a message.
Put a pin in that for one moment. Randy, now that you've experienced scrying, you know that you like actively have to be scrying to know where an individual is. So all of you are also familiar with that now. Branwen, what is your message?
Passive.
Wait. What?
I'm a little unclear on what was just said.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
So, like, you have now practiced scrying. You scryed on Thariel.
Yeah.
So, like, your perception of scrying up until this point has been that he always knows where you are. But now you know that you like have to like actively be doing it to have a general sense of where that
Oh,
person
I
is. Yeah.
see. Draken
Yeah.
Voss was using scrying.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I relay that information to everybody.
Yes, because I think it's important to remember that a lot of the information you've received has been from Randy, not from... Oh, he's
Oh
always
my god, he's
watching
an
you guys.
unreliable narrator.
I went back and watched the episode after you got back. I was like, your
I didn't
perceptions
realize
are
I said
so
that.
wrong.
That's so funny.
And like since then, you're just like, well, he always knows where we are. So
But if he wanted to scry on Dunk, he could very well know where we are.
he could, yes. Branwen.
I sent him a message
Okay.
to Draken Voss. Hey girl, hey.
End message.
It's that.
Imagine it was like a telegraph. Hey, girl, hey, stop.
We're outside your
Stop.
walls. Stop.
Stop.
Hey girl, hey. We're out on your front porch. You know a couple of us. We'd like to talk. What you wearing?
Can you send a message to Draken Voss?
Yeah?
Yeah, can you?
I sent a message to Thariel.
Because you knew what he looked
Yeah,
like.
but you had a drawing of him.
You had a drawing of him, you knew what he looked like.
Well, now I have
You-
to look up the rules of
Yeah,
sending.
I don't think you actually do know what Draken Voss looks like.
Deet, deet, deet. You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with you are familiar. I will let you
You are familiar
interpret
with
what
Draken
that
Voss.
means.
Yeah,
There we go.
you're familiar with them.
Okay.
All right, hold on. You hear a voice in your head, cool and unaffectionate. I am not keen on underlings arriving at my towers unannounced. You are welcome to wait. He does not answer your question of what he's wearing.
Field ask.
Rude. He told us we can wait.
Did you tell him who was here?
Do you want me to?
No, not really. I think
I
we
kind of
should.
think he would. If he wanted to know, he could find out. He could scry on you.
He called us
You can-
underlings, which technically technically I'm an underling.
He could scry on me or Dunk, but probably. Well, I guess both of you now too, because he's. Yeah, you're right, Willem. He could scry on us, but
I can
What?
make a tiny hut.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I could use a rest. I need to regain some spell slots anyway.
All right, I start making the circle of the
Totally
tiny hut.
Ted will
I-
chime in and go, oh, what are we doing? Are we spending the night?
Yup.
Yeah, we're gonna have a sleepover, Ted.
Oh, that sounds great. We could tell bedtime stories, and we could talk about our lives. And I'm really, really, really interested in getting to know you more, Willie.
I tug on Cena's sleeve.
Yes.
Only creatures that I want to enter the hut can enter the hut.
Do you want to just leave him out there?
Do you want to just leave him out there?
I feel like Randy probably wants us to keep an eye on him. If he gets away, he's really no good.
Okay.
He's no use to us.
Yeah, you're right.
Willem
All
will
right,
sort
I
of
continue making the hut.
Willem will approach Randy and say, "Could you send a message for me?"
Yeah. To who?
Gwen?
Yeah. What do you want to say?
Let her know I'd like to talk to her.
Are you sure?
Not really. Sure enough.
Okay. And I cast sending to Gwen. And
Okay.
I say, "Hello. It's me, Randy. We met that one time that we killed you in the material plane. I'm friends. Wait. We met. Wait. Wait. How many words am I?
25. I'll say you can
You
restart
have
if
10
you'd like
left.
to.
I'm not
No.
restarting.
You have 10 left.
I have 10 left. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not restarting.
You need 6 for what I asked.
Willem wants to talk to you. When are you free?
That was exactly 25 words.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
We love 50. Dude, you even had "Hey girl, hey" as free words to start the message.
Randy would never say, "Hey girl, hey."
That's bullshit.
That's not Randy's thing.
I thought that was just like canon now that's like how like that's the verbal component for casting the spell.
I thought that was Branwen's verbal component.
That's what I thought
Oh.
It
too.
is. It is
I
my
didn't-
verbal component, at least.
I don't know if all verbal components are the same for all spellcasters, though.
I think what you wearing might be a closing verbal component at this point.
Guys, he's writing a message.
6,
He's
Oh my
counting words.
god.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
He's giving ASMR.
Fuck you, Willem, you little turd man. I hate you so much.
Randy, you hear a voice in your head. It will begin as the voice of Gwen, who you become familiar with, and turn into a wretched, grating tone. Ah, what a surprise. The whelp crawls back. He can attend to the yew tree at dawn. I will not wait.
Turn to Willem. I say something Yule tree, Yule tree. Be there at dawn.
Is there a yew tree nearby?
Make a nature check.
Oh god, if I don't know what a yew tree looks like, this is going to be really embarrassing.
You can tell it's an aspen by the way that it is.
Flat 14.
Yes, you spy a number of yew trees, actually. So you could likely go to any of them.
Okay. I'm just gonna solemnly sort of look at Randy and say, "Thank you. I appreciate that. And if you could not let anybody else know, I would also appreciate that."
Yeah, you got it, man. while we're casting sending, I will also cast sending to Thariel. And I'll say, "Hello, Thariel. I know you don't like hearing from me, but I have your robot, and he's a lot. Do you want him back?"
Sexy.
Please.
Please?
I love sending.
Yeah, sending is a narratively a very fun spell to have.
I
Like,
feel like I might as
or
well use up the rest of the sending spells that I have right now.
Oh, you should check on Elray.
Oh, I'm going to.
I have like if I needed it, I could cast it 7 times.
We are going
Wait,
to
what?
at the before anybody ever takes a long rest in this campaign again. It's just going to be like 20 minutes of messages.
Open all your emails.
Catching up on emails. You hear a voice back. He's safer without me, and no use to anyone now. Please stop sending me. Anybody else?
Give me a
Good.
I'm gonna send one to Elray.
Okay.
Hey girl, hey. Accidentally started the apocalypse. She is Seraphel, former champion, formerly in Shadowfell. I have not been keeping up with these words, by the way. Please research. My dad says hi. What you wearing?
I just thought of a good use for sending.
Oh my god.
3 sendings.
Are you going to show or tell?
I'm gonna tell or show.
Show by telling.
Yeah.
20.
Catching up on emails.
And the new rule is after you say "Hey girl, hey," you hear the old AOL dial-up. Always good to hear your voice. This is grave news, but it will be okay. Things change here, but I will do so. Lyra says hi. Pajamas.
Okay.
I love that he always participates.
Right? I'm trying to set him up with my dad. I will also send one to my idiot sister, Colette.
Can you parent trap Elray?
Yeah, we're parent trapping Elray. I don't think it's technically parent trapping, but we're parent trapping
Doesn't
Elray.
Elray have a wife?
No.
No,
Oh.
No,
no.
thought
Elray used to have
You
a male
don't listen
lover,
to
but
my
his lover.
stories.
I thought
Elray used to
Elray.
have a male lover who was a warrior, but he was human, and Elray lived too long, and his lover died.
I thought Elray and Lyra both had elf lovers in the Feywild.
No,
No.
it has
Lyra has a
no,
wife.
no. Lyra has a wife.
In
I knew
Half
that.
Doré. In Half Doré. Very much a
I
material
asked her
plane
about
wife.
it.
Yeah.
Colette, hey girl, hey. Kickstarted the apocalypse. Heading to that magic Draken Voss tower. What are you working on? Please don't get killed. What are you working on with the beans? What are you wearing? That's now part of the canon. That's how I have to close out the sending spell.
What are you working on with the beans?
What's the beans?
Oh,
Like what the fuck? But what the
Yes.
bean?
Yeah, no, that's what I say at work, so I don't swear at work.
here I was thinking
And
she
it
got
just kind of
magic
came out.
beans.
Does she have beans?
What those beans doing?
What
What
those
those
beans?
beans do?
What those beans do?
It takes a bit. More than a minute. But a voice echoes in your mind.
Pacing within the tiny hut.
Oh, I thought you said pissing.
No, I'm pacing in the tiny hut, not pissing in the tiny hut, you monster.
You would be the monster if you pissed in the tiny hut.
A voice rings in your mind, familiar, but urgent. Incoming. And within a few
What?
breaths, a sudden cascade of brilliant light pierces the twilight evening. Beams of pure, fiery energy descend upon the earth, each one coalescing in the form of an armored warrior. Stepping from one of the beams of light, her red hair billowing in the evening air, a rare, furrowed brow upon her freckled face, is Colette. The other warriors array themselves, looking anxiously through the forest, unaware of where you are in your tiny hut, their weapons drawn.
What the
voice.
fuck did you do?
A voice you don't recognize rings out. You said they were here? Fan out and find them. Don't get too close to the tower. You will not be happy with this incursion. Branwen, you do recognize the warriors as members of the Dawn Guard, which has no
I heard they
relationship
were-
to Skyrim.
I heard they were
And-
forming a dog god.
And these are Amar's personal warriors. And the voice you hear is from a Shi'er, an ancient race bred seemingly only for combat.
What the fuck did you do?
I'm
Sina
gonna
will say the
just
same.
use my.
What did you do?
I don't know. I send Colette a telepathic message, assuming she's in range. What is happening? What did you do? What
Can
is
she
this?
can she respond telepathically?
Uh-huh.
You should come out. He will keep looking for you. And I can't do anything to stop this.
What did you do? What
Ted.
is that?
Ted will
I-
leave the
No!
dome.
No, I grabbed Ted by the leg.
I am going
Rat
to,
boy.
as Ted leaves, I am going to
I'll say that you're all able to, given all three of you descended upon him, are able to keep him from leaving.
I am going to cast invisibility on Ted. Wait, how many people can I cast invisibility on with a level 3 spell? I'm gonna cast invisibility on Ted and on Cena.
Can't they
And
also
I'll walk
not
out.
get into the tiny hut?
They can, that's why they haven't found you.
But if I leave, it goes away.
Then don't.
You hear you hear the individual who has been talking. If we do not find them within the hour, Colette, you will answer for this. You said the traitors are here.
I
Raiders?
cast invisibility and on Ted and Cena, and I leave the hut. Sorry, the rest of y'all.
The tiny hut dissipates, and the warriors immediately turn and arrange their swords upon their arms, pointing them at you, and begin to kind of flank and circle around you. Colette looks at you with... Make an insight check. With advantage because you're her sister.
I also have my sword drawn.
Okay.
That's a nat 20, baby.
You are keenly aware, like your sisterly relationship with Colette. You've never seen her like this. She looks both pained and angry at you. And
That's
she'll
scary.
just kind of whisper, be cool. And the Shire will push past her and stand before you, about 1.5 feet taller than you. Slender, pale skin with green hair that kind of shimmers with flecks of gold as well. He's, I am Captain Yilindar Lebanese, the king's sword and shield of the sun that never sets. You are a wanted criminal in connection to the massacre at the Temple of Isolde. You are to be placed under house arrest in Hal Serra and await trial for your crimes until such a time that our investigation concludes that you are not innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You may come quietly and willingly, or you will die.
Willem is going to very gingerly raise his hand.
His fist clenches on his blade, which is still sheathed, but the other warriors kind of huh, as they turn towards you. And you speak.
Pardon me, Your Eminence.
It is Captain.
Your captainship. Our cleric over there can zone of truth, and we can prove right now we had nothing to do with that.
Oh yeah.
Is that so?
I cast Zone of Truth.
Very well. And he will turn to Branwen. Turn to you, Rennie. Cast it upon her. I would hear the traitor's words.
Okay. Truth be told.
And
I am actually casting it.
Branwen, are you choosing to
I'll
fail?
purposefully fail, I guess. That seems like the smart decision, I think.
Would other people know if you pass or fail?
Randy would.
I would know, but other people wouldn't.
Oh.
Honestly, let's be real. I'd probably fail anyway. I'm gonna try to make it just to see what it would be. So I know I would probably fail. We all know that wisdom saving throws are my strong
It's a
suit.
charisma saving throw.
Don't forget, you can add
Holy
2.
Troll one.
You're super telling the truth.
He goes, I'm going to give you the benefit
I
of the
don't think you
doubt.
can see it. There
That's
it
a 1.
is.
That's a 1. I'll give you the benefit of the
Oh
doubt
man.
and afford you the opportunity to tell me everything that occurred at the Temple of Isolde.
Oh, is he just prompting it openly?
He is me, and yes, I am.
Oh, I was asking Chris that, but yes. We went to the temple to find answers
Answers to what?
about what it meant to be the chosen of a god.
Continue.
I went just as an accompaniment. We found a contingent of a cult that we'd faced in the past. The cult had infiltrated the temple. There was a fight. We lost in the end.
And yet here you stand, alive, where every single other person, man, woman, and child at the temple now lay dead. So
We
tell
were
me, how is
deceived.
it that you were able to escape?
We were deceived into thinking that we had won.
I'm compelled to believe you. And I do not think, based on what I have heard of you, that you are capable of such atrocities that have beset that temple. But orders are orders. The Lavender Parlor would have you placed under house arrest that you may make these same claims to them.
I'm just gonna turn to the rest of them and just tell them, you guys meet with Draken Voss, and you guys can meet me in Hylasera.
Oh, no, 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 no. Each of you was there, and each of you will be coming to be placed under house arrest. And you will come willingly, or you will come by force. Colette will chime in at this point. Perhaps, Captain, perhaps, given that they just informed us that it was not their doing, we should return to the temple post haste and continue our investigation. And Branwen can promise to arrive in Hylasera within 3 days? 1 day. And it will be now.
I'm just gonna look back at Dunk.
These fine ladies and gentlemen don't really seem to be giving us a whole lot of a choice, do they?
I don't mean to put a wrench in your plans, but we're actually missing one of the people that was there at the temple. She's back in Silverhaven.
I see. Make a deception check.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys.
I don't either.
I'm just trying to buy time. 12.
Buy time for what?
I don't know.
I see.
Cena to do something.
And what is it that you are doing here in these woods?
We're finding a cure for my friend's ailment.
And which friend is that?
That'd be me.
I see.
I'm kind of dying, and I think Draken's the only person on this plane that can help me. Really, on any plane.
He will turn and look over his shoulder, and Colette will chime in. He goes, "The wizard will not be content with our incursion into the wild here. We should make back for the temple and report back to Hylasera what has happened. I would advise you to be silent. You brought us here. You are not getting us out of here without what we came for."
The wizard knows we're here, and that we're here to see them, to see him.
We are also waiting.
I don't
for-
think he would appreciate you interrupting his planned meeting. Oh no, I can't say that. Fuck.
We were instructed to
What do you
wait
say?
for the wizard.
We are instructed to wait for the wizard.
The two of you can make persuasion checks with advantage.
I'm so persuasive.
I got a nat 20.
I rolled 2 4s.
I got a nat
That's
20.
a total of 11.
Well, perhaps we can come to an arrangement. If what you say here is true, and you have not indeed committed violent atrocities at the Temple of Isolde, then perhaps you know who has done so.
I do.
And who would that be? Is it someone from the Autumn Court?
Who was the guy? Who was the guy, Chris?
His name was
Grigori? No, not
His name was
Grigori. Grigori's the one that
Corlorn.
died. Yeah, I relay that. It was a man by the name of Corlorn and a woman by the name of Demia, but she's dead.
As is Corlorn.
No.
I
He
believe
was the
we would
one that
know.
deceived us
We found his
into
body.
thinking.
Huh. How did he die?
He was torn to pieces.
Gross.
Do you by
Oh,
chance?
Willem is just gonna one like mutter under his breath. And he goes, "I guess she was kind of angry."
I get the sense that you all are telling the truth, and that you are just as in the dark about this as we are. But you are no doubt guilty, by some measure, and you will plead your case to the Lavender Parlor. And you can promise me something in return, for us not taking you violently now.
What would that be?
The Elk King has commissioned a wild hunt. It is to take place in a fortnight. Something funny, boy?
Oh no, that was Nolan laughing, not Willem.
No. We wish to learn what his motives are. You will
The
go.
Earl King?
Yes. You will go and serve your former master. And report back to us what Earl King is doing, and if he had anything to do with the atrocities that have occurred at the Temple of Isolde. And you will promptly return with haste to Hylasera. This is your chance to clear any shadow of a doubt. Show me that my instincts about you are correct. This could be what secures you your good graces, and a return to honor for the Foxbriar name that seems so sullied lately. At least one of you knows how to follow orders. You did well telling me she was here, Colette. And now, the Dawn Guard. We retreat before the wizard returns. Come. Post haste. Do we have an accord?
I respond with my best courtly bow, and I do not break eye contact with him, and I do not look at Colette.
Make a performance check. With advantage.
Not one.
No, 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 no. That is a 21.
He will respond in turn as the light begins to shimmer around him, and the warriors dissipate as the lights shoot up into the sky, and there's just these kind of singed marks on the ground where they once stood.
Branwen is furious.
And that is a good place for us to stop
I'm gonna fight you, Chris.
for the evening. Nat20Hot will
For the evening.
return next Wednesday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. We thank you all for tuning in to another exciting edition, and we hope to see you then. And until then, good night, good luck,
I'm full of rage.
and that. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
Zelda.